Hi everyone, welcome to the final video of our TypeScript series. And in this video, we're talking about the advanced types, which are index, conditional, and map. Okay, so let's begin with index. As we can see here, we have a type person. Then when we have type age equals person age, its corresponding value is number. Okay, so age equals number. And here we can have a union operator where age or name is are the potential values. So I1 can be a number or a string. Then I2 equals person key off, and we are already familiar with key off. So key off, we are retrieving all the keys of person, so which are age, name, and alive, and the corresponding values are number, string, and boolean. There we go. Then here we have type alive or name. So here we have alive, name, and when we use this, we just simply replace the value inside here, which will return us boolean, alive, name, then string. So that's boolean and string, or string boolean. Okay? Then next is we have my array. Const my array. So we have here person new equals type of my array number. Okay? So as you can see here, my array is name, age. So when we get person new, we have name, string, age, number, which is which is the which is the corresponding type of a specific row or specific item of an array. Okay, as you can see here, my array has a sign here notifying it's an array. While here in person new, when we use type of, we don't have the array symbol but only the object. Okay? So here is type of my array number age. So this simply is an extension for indexing. So we have here number, then there we go, person age. Similar concept. Alright, similar concept. Next is we have map. Let's leave conditional for the last one since it's somewhat more complex. Okay? Okay, map. So type option flags type. So we're familiar with this already. Okay, generics equals then property in key of type boolean. Okay? Property in key of type boolean. So we know that a type may have keys. Okay? So we're just simply getting the properties and we're communicating that the properties of that will have the return type boolean. Okay? So let's look at an example. For example, here we have type futures and we have dark mode and new user profile. So there are functions with the return type void. Okay, so there are functions with the return type void. Now we have here option flags. So we have set that type feature options equals option flags features. So what does it do? It defines the property in key of type which are dark mode and new user profile. And what does it do? Option flags turn the return type into boolean. Okay? So you can see dark mode boolean, new user profile boolean. Okay? It changes. So there are more features that we can use here. For example, create mutable. So when we use dash read only, we are removing the read-only attribute from a type's properties. For example, we have here type block account is equal to read-only ID, read-only name. But when we use create mutable, then we enter here the type read only disappears. Okay? Same goes for optional. And for optional naman, we use dash question mark. Dash question mark. Okay? So that will allow us to remove optional attributes. So we can transform maybe user. So when we use concrete, name and age are not anymore optional. Okay? Then one advanced usage as well here is type getters, type property in key of type as string literal, get, capitalize, so this is a utility type, capitalize, string, and property. So what does that look like? Okay? So we have here person X, name, age, and location. When we use the getters, map type, lazy person now has get name, get age, get string. And as you can see here, the return type is type property. So get name is string, so return type is string, and same goes for age and location, number and string. And as you can see here, we can also use the exclude utility type to remove specific, to exclude specific keys. So as you can see here, we remove the kind property, kindless circle, kind is not anymore included. So that is map. Now for the final advanced type, conditional. Okay? So here, we have interface animal, then interface dog extends animal. Okay? So here is the syntax. Some type extends other type, ternary operator, type if true, colon, type if false. Okay. So type example 1 equals dog extends animal. So if true, number, else string. Okay. So as you can see here, dog extends animals, it's true, so it's a number. Then here, example 2, regex extends animal. So is it true? No, it's false, that's why it's string. Okay. So here we have an inefficient solution. We can create label for like multiple times. Or what we could do instead is use conditional type. So here we have type name or ID where T extends number or string. So equals T extends number, ID label, name label. Okay, so what does that mean? So that means that if okay, let's view create label as well. Create label T extends number or string, as you can see, is similar to our type. ID or name is T or type. The name or ID T, which is here, our type. Throw unimplemented. Okay. So as you can see here, let A equals create label TypeScript. So since this is a string, the corresponding value is name label. So here 2.8 is a number. So its corresponding value is ID label. As you can see, ID label. And here, since it's a union operator, we can set that random. So it can be a name label or ID label, since it can be hello or 42. Okay? Now, conditional type constraint never. So this is applicable if we do not know the type of the the type that would appear. For example, T extends message unknown. So if it is true, we simply get the message. which is the type of the key here, the index. Else never. Okay? Then next here, so we can check. So let's say email, we have here dog. So type email message contents equals message of email. So does message exist? So message does exist, so it is a string. Here in dog message content, message of dog. So does message exist inside? No, it doesn't, so it becomes never. Okay? Never. Then next we have inferring with conditional types. That occurs by using the keyword infer. So let's say get return type equals type extend. Then we have here args never with the return type infer return conditional return never. So type num is equal get return type. So here we have number. Okay? Then here we have string, x string, return type string. Okay? Then next is we have bools equals get return type, a boolean, yada yada. We have here boolean, array of booleans. So we have here infer return. So TypeScript will infer its return type. Then, and if it does make a valid inference, then the type will be that inferred return type, else it would be never. Okay? So that has been index, map, and conditional. And congratulations, you've officially finished with our TypeScript series. Until the next one.